Come here. Listen up.
So from revealing Newcastle's massive financial boost, to discussing the intriguing details behind Newcastle potentially signing 3 PSG stars, to Newcastle's chairman revealing the exciting plan for the summer. Plus, we'll also uncover the latest on Lewis Hall's injury and Anthony Gordon's red card appeal. As per, join us as we'll break it all down.
Let's go.
So starting off, Newcastle United has released its financial results for the 2023-24 season, revealing a largely positive outlook that should bode well for the upcoming summer transfer window. Key highlights from the accounts show a revenue growth of 28%, reaching £320.3 million, up from £250.3 million. Notably, £30 million of this increase is attributed to the club's participation in the Champions League. Additionally, losses have decreased significantly to £11.1 million after tax, a remarkable drop from £71.8 million in the previous year. The club's financial ratios have also shown improvement, with the wages to turnover ratio now at 68.3%, down from 74%. Commercial income has surged to £83.6 million, up from £43.9 million, and matchday income rose to £50.1 million, an increase from £37.9 million. These results indicate a strengthening financial position for Newcastle United, which is encouraging for fans and stakeholders alike. Darren Eales, the club's CEO, commented on the progress made, emphasizing the commitment to sustainable success. He noted, "We are committed to sustainable success, and we have started 2025 in a strong position. Our progress has been supported by diligent work on and off the pitch. Returning to the Champions League for the first time in more than 20 years was hugely memorable for everyone connected with the club, and it has clear upside financially as we continue to grow. We grew our revenues by 28% in the 12 months to 30 June 2024, with an increase in matchday revenue as well as significantly improved sponsorship deals and a sharper focus on everything we are doing across the club. We continue to make significant strides with our commercial deals and matchday offerings as we strengthen the foundations of the long-term project here at Newcastle United." Additional insights from the financial results reveal that wages have increased to £219 million, a rise of 17%, while underlying losses totaled £69 million, up 5%. Player transactions also reflect an active approach, with player sale profits reaching £70 million, purchases amounting to £206 million, and total squad costs sitting at £605 million. Overall, these financial results highlight significant progress off the field. After several quiet transfer windows, there is hope for a more active summer as Newcastle aims to strengthen its squad further, setting the stage for an exciting future. Talking about the future, according to recent reports, Paris Saint-Germain are planning a swap deal for Newcastle United striker Alexander Isak this summer, which includes a number of top stars. Both Arsenal and Liverpool have been heavily linked with a move for Isak this summer, as they search for a world-class striker to add to their ranks. However, according to RMC Sport, PSG are preparing a players plus cash offer for the Magpies striker, who is hot property at the moment. The likes of Ramos, Randal Kolo-Muani, and Marco Asensio are all reportedly on offer for a combined swap deal for Isak, who is valued at £150 million by the Premier League side, who will have a number of offers to pick from this summer. However, Darren Eales, the Newcastle United chairman, has delivered reassuring news for Newcastle United fans, confirming that the club does not intend to sell star striker Alexander Isak or any other key players in the near future. His comments come as the Magpies released their financial statements, indicating a strong financial position that allows them to retain their top talents without the pressure to sell. In a conversation with local media, Eales emphasized the club's commitment to its star players, contrasting this stance with last year's discussions, when the club hinted at potential trades for financial reasons. Eales stated, "We're not under the gun or anything like that. We've got an ownership that is ambitious and wants the best for the club. So from that perspective, it'd be crazy for us to consider it, potentially selling big players. We're in a position now where, because we were able to move a couple of players in January that weren't really impacting on minutes on the pitch, we've got that wish and desire to keep our key players. They're all under long-term contracts. We're not under the gun or anything like that. We've got an ownership that is ambitious and wants the best for the club. So, from that perspective, it'd be crazy for us to consider it selling stars. This declaration serves as a clear message amid reports linking Isak, Bruno Guimaraes, Anthony Gordon, and Tino Livramento with moves to top Premier League clubs. Eels also revealed plans to revisit contract negotiations with Isak at the end of the season. The striker has been a standout performer for Newcastle, drawing comparisons to club legends like Alan Shearer. Eels confirmed, "We're going to be clear, Isak, has multi-years left. We will have the discussions in terms of a new deal, just like we did with Joelinton, Bruno or Anthony Gordon. That's something that we will approach in the summer." Isak's current contract runs until 2028, which bodes well for fans eager to see more of his prolific goal scoring at St James's Park. As Newcastle prepares for the summer, the focus will be on maintaining their core squad, while possibly making strategic additions to strengthen the team. Eels' comments reflect an optimistic outlook for the club's future, with intentions to build on the current success rather than dismantle it. Fans will be keen to see how these plans unfold as the transfer window approaches, particularly in the wake of recent setbacks in player availability and performance. Then, despite the good news, it has been an incredibly deflating few days for Newcastle United, and the situation has worsened following a series of setbacks. After being eliminated from the FA Cup by Brighton in extra time, Newcastle not only lost the match but also saw Anthony Gordon receive a 3-game ban, alongside several players suffering from injuries and fatigue. The latest news confirms that Lewis Hall will miss the Carabao Cup final due to a foot injury sustained during the Premier League fixture against Liverpool. In a statement released by the club, it was announced that Hall's injury requires surgery and will end his season prematurely. The statement reads, "Newcastle United defender Lewis Hall will miss the rest of the 2024/25 season after sustaining an injury to a bone in his foot. Following a scan and advice from a specialist, Lewis will undergo surgery before a period of rehabilitation with the club's medical team. Everyone at Newcastle United wishes Lewis the very best with his surgery and recovery." This news is particularly devastating for Hall, who has been a standout player this season and was on track for a potential England call-up. The club and fans now hope for a full and speedy recovery ahead of the next season. With Hall sidelined, the left-back position presents a challenge for Eddie Howe. Lloyd Kelly has been loaned out to Juventus, and Matt Targett has slipped down the pecking order. The likely solution involves Tino Livramento moving to the left side, with Kieran Trippier potentially filling in at right-back, despite dealing with his own back injury. The squad is looking increasingly thin, especially with Gordon's suspension and a lack of new signings during the January window. The hopes now rest on the fitness of Sven Botman.
I know. It's hard to understand. But at least now it can't get much worse.
But it did get worse. Shortly after...
With a tough schedule ahead, Newcastle United faces a real test to keep their ambitions alive. Then, if you would like to watch the insane rise of Lewis Hall, click the video link on screen now.